Mm. Hello, my YMCA, Siskiyou YMCA yogis. Oh, greetings again from Bali. I can't even describe the beauty around me. It is just, it's indescribable. And many of you keep saying in your comments that I'm in my element here. So that is going to be the theme for today's class. When are you in your element? And are you in your element? And do you need to make some changes so that you can be in your element? Yeah. It doesn't require going to Bali, but maybe just a little change. Yeah. I want to start by saying thank you to Tracy, my beautiful new friend here in Bali, who gave me this headband to help control my curly hair in this very humid environment. Yeah. Oh, we're starting for gentle, 45-minute class. We are actually starting on our backs today. I just want to try something different with you. And I know it's hard to start seated for many of us with stiff bodies. I'm including myself in that group. But it's important to move things around, at least for my body, with my injuries at my age, with my limitations. I need to move things first before I can just take a seat, as we say. So, but we're going to move things this time supine on our back, on our spine. So please find yourself on your back, lying down, and you can put a block underneath your head if your neck feels like it needs some support. And you can also keep your feet, your knees bent and your feet at hip distance. You can knock your knees together if that's easier to start with. That's where I'm going to start today, is my knees knocked together and feet a little bit wider. And then let's close down the eyes and let's tune in. And if you're comfortable with this, maybe bring your hands to your heart space or to your belly if that's more comfortable. Sometimes it's hard to reach our arms up onto our heart in this position. So I want you just to be comfy, okay? Close down the eyes and let's start to really tune in here and ground into our breath, into the floor beneath us. And with that theme of element, what is your element? That space, that place where you are just firing on all cylinders. You're happy, you're content, you are really feeling that spark of joy inside of you, and you feel like there's just nothing that can stop you. Where is that place for you? Or where was it, and do you need to find it again? Let's just take 3 deep breaths here. Fill those lungs. Feel your beautiful rib cage expand with that inhale. And exhale. And then inhale again, deep breath. And exhale. One more time, deep breath in. And exhale. And wherever you are, walk your feet to hip distance apart, knees bent to the sky, and let's draw the left knee in. And whatever you need to do, like maybe you can grab behind your leg, maybe not, maybe you just we're going to take some ankle circles here. While you're circling your ankle, take your head, and this is going to be like rub your belly, pat your head. So keep circling your ankle and then rock your head back and forth like you're nodding no, and then keep doing that and reverse the circle on your ankle. Little brain candy here. See if it works. And remember, there's no right or wrong. Okay, release that and just gently pull that knee in towards you, and then extend your leg to the best of your ability. Now, if it's way long because you're not warmed up or anything, don't worry. Just start to open and bend the knee a few times. Even if you're out here, you've got that bottom leg bent. So you might be extending your leg closer to the floor. Maybe you're extending your leg up to the sky, and there's going to be every degree of difference in between because we are all in and we're all different, aren't we? Okay, other side. So gently pull the right knee towards you and then rotate through the ankle if you can grab on to behind the leg. And then now see if you can just gently bring your chin to your chest, heart to your chin, and then relax your neck and then reverse the circles in your ankle. Beautiful. And then open and close the knee a few times. And again, this is going to look different for all of us. Hopefully your eyes are closed and once you see what I'm doing, you're just extending your leg, opening up the knee. Just a couple more. Breathing, fine-tuning, and then set that foot next to the other one. And then just kind of move around a little bit. Let's take gently the knees side to side, like kind of windshield wipering them. And then from there, hold yourself in the middle. And I want to try to take a few clocks. This is a Feldenkrais physical therapy move where you act as though your tailbone, let's say the tailbone is 6 o'clock. And right under my belly button, my sacrum, that's going to be 12 o'clock. So you're going to go 12 o'clock, push your belly button down gently, and then slowly go to 6 o'clock and push your tailbone down. And then slowly come to 12 o'clock, and then slowly to 6 o'clock. So 12 o'clock when my belly button pushes down and I remove the arch from my back, my tailbone is not lifting up, but it's rocking up. And then at 6 o'clock, I push the tailbone down, and now the arch might return depending on your range of motion. So let's do that a few more times. If you want to link breath to motion, you inhale at 6 and exhale at 12. So next time you're at 6, inhale. Next time you're at 12, exhale. One more time. Inhale at 6, exhale at 12. And then let yourself rock to neutral, wherever that might be. Now, still the clock. Your right hip is going to be 3 o'clock and your left hip is 9 o'clock. I'm in Bali, so the time's a little different here. The clocks are different, and so are the bugs. Okay, so rock your hips over to 3 o'clock over to the right, and your knees will go with you a little bit. And then rock your hips over to 9 o'clock. Okay, so rock your knees and your hip bone to 3 o'clock, and then rock over to 9 o'clock. Good. And then bring yourself back in the middle. Now heel toe your feet as wide as your mat, and let's do the complete windshield wiper knee bend side to side. And this is giving you a little gentle twist through the lower portion of your body. And so I don't know what you're looking up at or if your eyes are closed, but I really encourage you to go outside underneath a tree. I did this even before I came to Bali. You don't have to go to Bali to do this, but my sister-in-law recently and we were just chatting, my sister-in-law, and myself, and we were in the backyard, and then my niece walked out, and we all were sitting on the lawn, and because my back always hurts, I had to lie down on my back for a moment, and I rocked back, and I laid back, and I looked up, and I said, you guys, you've got to lie down on your back and look up at the trees. Look up through these beautiful branches, these beautiful leaves. I'm like, when was the last time you laid under a tree and looked up? Okay, walk your feet together and then see if you can gently pull your knees towards you and put a hand on each knee. Now, we're going to rotate and circle these knees away from one another. So we'll push them away, separate them, pull them in, bring them together. Push away, separate them, pull them. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say, right? I'm still magnificently looking up at the trees that are above me. Reverse. Connecting with nature, grounding. Now I'm hoping that these moves are opening up your hips a little bit before we get started. Beautiful. All right, now we're going to do a banana. So you're going to, if you can, again, I know for some of us it's hard to extend your legs and even be on your back. So if this doesn't work for you, go ahead and just bend your knees a little and soften. If you're able though, so you've got a long body and then you're going to just walk your feet over to the right a little bit. And then you're going to bring your arms up, and that might be enough. Reach your arms above your head, and then start to bring your arms and your torso, if you can, over to the right. And you're making a banana. And then if you want to make, if you're one of those people that wants to go a little bit deeper and your body says yes, maybe take your top left leg over your right leg and maybe your left arm over your right to increase the banana curve. Oh, take a deep breath in, exhale, and then release, bringing yourself back into a stick, a straight, perfect stick. Maybe I should say a board. Okay, now walk your feet over to the left, and we're going to banana over to the left. And hopefully you understand that you're stretching your body, right? We're trying to open up the right side of the body by stretching over to the left. And it's not so Jami can torture you, I promise. It's so Jami can keep you healthy and supple and moving. Ah, we love yoga, we love yoga, we love yoga, even when it's trying. Take a deep breath in and exhale, and then bring yourself back into the center. And then draw both knees towards the chest and see if your hips will help you to open up a little bit. And we'll flip over now onto hands and knees. Okay, so bring yourself over to your side and push yourself up. Hands and knees. Tone your core. Place the hands right underneath. Yes, you're awesome, but go away for now. I'm talking to the bugs. Okay, so hands right under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and then we'll take some cat-cows and we'll link to breath. So inhale, drop your belly, lift your chin, lift your tailbone, pull your shoulders back, and then exhale, tuck. And on the first couple, on the first few, you're not trying to go deep yet. You're just taking your time, allowing your body to move exactly the way it wants to move. And then you'll find some nuances maybe that you want to add. Maybe you want to add a little dip in the middle and kind of an exaggeration at the top. And maybe you want to add a dip on the way back and exaggeration at the top in the other direction. It's really about what your body wants and what your body's feeling. And you're just trying to wake up the spine, get some energy moving. And let's take one more. Big breath in, lifting heart, lifting tailbone, actually pulling your shoulders back. And then exhale under, push the back up. Look at your belly button on this last one. And then release that. Okay, let's take the right foot back, ball of the foot, and push into your heel and actually rock back and forth just a little bit. And the slower you go, the better, especially at the beginning of practice. Good. All right, now we're going to take a gate pose. We haven't done this one in a little while, so I'm going to face this way, so same direction as you. So that right foot is going to go onto the instep, and you're going to take your left foot out and kickstand your left foot out, balance on your left arm and your left knee. See if you can reach your right arm up and take that left foot, and wherever it lands is fine, but your right foot. Wow, I'll be fine. Your right foot can be flat or you can be on your instep. And then take your right arm straight up and circle it around a couple times. Make some big circles. Really open up the rib cage. Fan it open. Find some space. And then reverse. We're going to do about 2 or 3 depending on how fast you're going. And then when your arm is back kind of up over your right ear towards the top of the mat, hold that and then see if you can shine your heart forward to the ceiling. And then just bring yourself back down into cat-cow, or I should say tabletop, and then send your left foot back, push into your left heel a few times, back and forth. While you're doing this, pay attention to the way that you are weighting through your hands and your wrists. You want to not hang out just in the wrist, right? You want to put the weight in the 4 corners of your palm. There's a baby hummingbird egg under there. You want to keep just a very slight space under there. And then the back of every knuckle is pushing into the ground. Hold your heel back for just a moment, and then take your right foot, kickstand it out. Bring yourself up onto your right hand only, and then lift your left arm up. Secure your left leg. It's long, and then take those big sweeps with that left arm. And just lubricating that shoulder girdle, finding space. And keep your hip lifted. See if you can keep your rib cage up. And then reverse the circles, opening up, warming up that body. And your knee, if this hurts your knee, make sure you put extra padding underneath it. And then next time your arm is up over your left ear towards the front, hold it there, and then see if you can just gently spiral your rib cage to the ceiling just a little bit, and then release that. And then come down now into a child's pose. And you can go knees wide, feet together if that feels right, or you can go traditional child's pose. And we'll hold this for a few breaths. We're trying to create more space now through the upper body, the latissimus dorsi muscles. It's usually kind of an active stretch, but in gentle yoga, if you need props, if you need to, stay up a little bit, if you're not ready for some of the deeper expressions of the postures, please hold yourself back. It's really important to know where you are, start where you are, and go from there, right? So anything I say is an invitation. It's a suggestion. And if it's your body's not ready for it, then you just stay away from it, modify it. All right, rise up, hands and knees, and then we're going to take ourselves back down onto the forearms and then all the way down onto the belly in the prone position on your belly. And then take Sphinx pose by supporting through your elbows and lifting the heart, pulling the shoulders back, widening those collarbones. And then take a deep breath in here. I know these are tough. Deep breath. Exhale, release. Bring your forehead to the mat. Take your hands out, straight out from your shoulders, and then walk them up a little bit so you're off the mat a couple inches, like maybe 1.5 inches or 2 inches. And then take yourself up into a gentle modified cobra. Inhale, lifting up, gentle. Exhale, down. And we'll go 2 more. So peel the forehead off the ground, peel the chest off the ground, push your pubic bone down. Maybe you push into your hands at the last moment to add space. Exhale, down. And 1 more time. Inhale, lift, 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 and exhale down. Beautiful. Okay, hands under the shoulders, plug in the elbows. So we hug and plug, we don't squeeze, right? There's a difference. You're just meeting the sides. And then gently lift up and take yourself now into down facing dog. Down facing dog, hips up, head down. Uh-oh, I lost my headband. All right, so walk your feet, one heel down, then the other. Just adding space into the spine. And maybe wiggle around a little bit. Find space in the side body if you take a little hip dance. We call it a dancing dog. You get to choose. And then as you're ready, rise up on the balls of the feet, bend the knees a little, push your chest back towards your thighs, and then send the heels as low as they want to go today. It's going to be different every day. It's different for every person. And then we're getting ready to walk to the top of the mat. So bend into your knees, take a peek at your thumbs, and then start to make your way to the top of the mat. And if you are starting to step to the top of the mat, if you don't need to take baby steps, I encourage you to do that. Try to be mindful. So as you're here in your Uttanasana, your forward fold, let yourself be heavy. You can support yourself over your legs, over your knees, on your thighs if you need to. And we're getting ready to rise up to Tadasana. So since we haven't been standing yet, come up extra slow. Maybe roll through each vertebrae. Find space. And I know for some people, rolling up slowly is not available. So just do what feels good in your body, what feels right. And then when you get to the top, reach and rise. And then exhale, hands to the heart. Lift your heart right up to your thumbs. Release the hands to the sides. Take your chin straight down or roll through your neck a few times. Making sure we've got some ample neck stretching here. And then down we go. Hold your chin down for a moment. Be heavy through the neck. Soften the knees a little. Notice how that changes things. And then rise up. Deep breath, reach up. And then exhale, hands to the heart. And then let your hands be by your sides. So soften into your knees a little bit. And we're going to take our peanut butter, yogurt, clock, whatever. Whatever makes you stir better. Whatever makes you move your hips. And all kidding aside, these pelvic floor movements are game changers for people. And if you feel awkward doing this, you're not alone. At first, I don't care anymore, but you're not alone if you feel awkward. And society has told us we shouldn't look a certain way or do certain things, and we need to just ignore that, reverse, because it's not healthy. We need to move our bodies the way they were designed to move. You know, move it or lose it. You've heard that term. It's kind of true. And these pelvic floor exercises, since we've been doing them, men and women have both told me how it's helped to loosen up through their sacral area. Go ahead and stand up nice and tall, reach and rise. Exhale, and it tightens up all those pelvic floor muscles, which is really important. Okay, so standing at the top of your mat, and we're going to take a little sun salutation, and then we're going to do some warriors, and then we're done. So it goes by quickly. Inhale, reach and rise. Gentle bend, lift, and then exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach and rise. Take a very gentle bend back. Stay here and breathe a few. And when we take a gentle bend back, we soften the knees, tighten up the butt, and maybe send the hips forward a little bit. And then if you can, maybe look up. And then exhale, hands to heart. All right, we're adding on forward fold, so get ready. Here we go. Inhale, reach and rise. Gentle bend back. Squeeze everything. Exhale, float all the way down to standing forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, root to rise. Come up as slow as you need to. If I go too fast, you just go with your own pace. Exhale, hands to the heart. Lift all the things that should be lifted, like your butt cheeks. Tighten them. Lift your heart, shoulders down. Lift the crown of your head, not your chin. Inhale, reach and rise. Gentle bend back if that's available. Exhale, float all the way down. Inhale to a half lift. So let's hold here for a moment and fine tune. Half lift is on the blocks, on your shins, on your thighs, wherever you are. Active arms and pull your heart forward. Pull that heart forward. Feel that big stretch on the backs of the legs. Your legs do not have to be straight here. They can be as bent, deliciously, moderately, generously. Inhale deeply. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise all the way back up. Exhale, hands to heart. We'll do that again. Link breath to motion. Inhale, reach and rise. Exhale, float all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, drop into your chair by dropping hips. Just bring the arms to the shoulders to start. Tuck the tailbone a few times until you kind of find your strong abdominals and your lengthened lower back. Hold that. And then just soften, shoulders down, and then lift the arms to the ears if that's available for you. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, rise. And we'll do that again. Inhale, reach and rise. Gentle bend back. Exhale, float all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise all the way up. And I forgot chair, so exhale, hands to heart, and take chair with your hands at your heart. Hold your shoulders down. Reach your arms into chair. They can either be forward or up. And inhale, exhale, rise. All right, so we'll do this 3 times with our down dogs, down and up, and then we'll do our little warrior flow. Inhale, reach and rise. Gentle bend back. Exhale, float all the way down. Spread your angel wings. Take a big breath in as you inhale for Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Exhale, fold, this time hands to the ground and step back to hands and knees. Untuck your toes. Shift your weight forward, and we're going to take Ashtanga or knees, chest, chin. So your elbows go behind you as you lower down, and you kind of keep the elbows close. Lower your whole body down. Hands should be behind the head of the shoulders. Take a deep breath in, lift up for a back bend. Little cobra. Exhale down. Inhale, bring it up to hands and knees. And then maybe you take it to plank. And then down facing dog. If your arms bother you or your wrists, you can always just meet in down dog. You don't have to do the full Ashtanga, right? All right, rise up on the balls of the feet, bend your knees, look between your thumbs. Maybe you take a big step, or maybe you take a bunch of small steps to the top of the mat into standing forward fold. Inhale, root to rise to the top. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, root to rise, gentle back bend. Exhale, float all the way down for Uttanasana. Inhale to a half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, palms to the floor. Step back with the other foot first and set your knees on the ground. And take yourself into Chaturanga, or Chaturanga's here with your knees off the ground, or Ashtanga, knees, chest, chin. Down we go. All the way down. Inhale up to your back bend, your gentle cobra or bigger, and then exhale down, and then take yourself up to hands and knees. And you can stay at hands and knees, or you can take a plank, and then meet us in down facing dog. And we'll do that one more time. Inhale, exhale, bend into your knees, look between, step up to the top of the mat into standing forward fold. And inhale, root to rise all the way back up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach and rise. Exhale, take forward fold. Inhale, take half lift. Exhale, hands and knees. Inhale. Exhale, take yourself down to the ground, Ashtanga. And then take your vinyasa flow. Inhale, up for your back bend, and then meet in down dog. So again, you can go to knees first, and then plank, and then meet in down dog if that feels better. Whoosh. All right. Beautiful work. Inhale. Exhale. Set your knees down and take a child's pose before we go to the warrior series. Just take 3 deep breaths here just to rest. Take a drink if you need it. Find space in your spine. Notice your breath. Are you in your element? Yoga might be the way to get to your element. Breathe. Okay, bring yourself up. Beautiful work. All right, hands and knees. Let's try a plank. Just one breath. Hold your plank for one breath. Tighten your butt. Exhale. Take down facing dog. And then bend your knees. Look between your thumbs. And we're going to step to the top of the mat. Standing forward fold. We're going to go right to chair. So drop your hips. Lift your arms. This is Utkatasana. Drop those hips. Maybe soften the tailbone down. Make it heavy. And then rise to the top. Hands to heart. So, are you ready for a couple of warriors? It's getting to be that time. So let's take a drink if you haven't already. Get ready for some warrior. All right. Standing at the top of your mat into Tadasana. Hands to the heart. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands come down to the sides. Soften the knees, and you're stepping back with your right foot like on 2 train tracks. And then bend into your left knee. Right foot turns out. It's you're grounding down on that right knife edge. And you've got about a 45-degree angle, but this is very debatable, right? You might turn out more, you might turn in more, whatever your hip says is okay. But please do bend into your left knee. Keep your shoulders over your hips. So you're not leading with your chest. Your chest is right over your hips. Find your left knee, find your left heel, be heavy there. Inhale, rise up for warrior 1. Both arms up, straight up, shoulders plug in. Fingers spread and then relax. And then energy coming out your fingertips. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to warrior two. So your right arm goes behind, left arm to the front. Right arm straight behind you, left arm to the front. Shoulders down, fingertips have fire coming out of them. Shoot fire. Inhale. Exhale, reverse warrior. So you flip your left front palm and reach back and up. Your hand is on the back of your right thigh if you can. If you're more comfortable here on your hip, that's fine too. Now, when you start to get a little more comfortable, you stay heavy in that left front and you actually try to lean back just a little bit. Inhale, rise back up to warrior two. Exhale, stand up into Tadasana, hands to heart. Squeeze your butt. Lift your heart. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the side, step back with your left foot, turn out warrior one feet, right knee bent, rise up with those arms, reach, shoulders down, lift, hello, ooh. All right, hold yourself there, take a deep breath in. One more, inhale, deep breath. Exhale to warrior two. So your left arm goes behind you, right arm to the front. Look over your right middle finger. As a matter of fact, look into the space between your finger and the wall or the mirror. See if you can trick your eyes and use your eyes a little differently. Look into the nothingness. Take a deep breath in. Flip your right front. Exhale, take reverse. So your right arm comes up. Keep your legs exactly the same. It's hard because your legs want to straighten to balance, but see if you can stay with it. Maybe lean back a little bit. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, one more. Inhale. Exhale, back to warrior two. Strong arms. And then step up to Tadasana. Close down your eyes. Squeeze everything. Take a deep breath in. And out. Hands to your sides. Okay, so what we're going to do next is that entire flow. But because some of you have asked me for just a teeny bit more, even in gentle yoga, we're going to have the option to add a little bit of a balance challenge at the top. So you can modify this and I'll show you how. But let's do the flow all the way through twice and then I'll show you what I'm talking about. And don't be scared, it's going to be fun, you're going to do fine. Okay, hands at the heart. Inhale. Exhale, this time step back while you lift up into warrior one. Inhale. Exhale to warrior two. Inhale, flip palm. Exhale to warrior three. Inhale, bring it back to warrior two. Exhale, take a side angle. So you're going to take your left arm across your left thigh. You're going to bring your right arm up. And you're just going to hold that and then spiral your rib cage to the ceiling. If that's too much, just hold yourself up here. You can use your hand instead of your arm. As you start to deepen your practice, you might be down even lower. Take a deep breath in. Exhale all the way up to warrior two. And then step up to Tadasana. Inhale. Exhale back to warrior two, left foot back. Sorry, warrior one, my bad. Arms up. Take a deep breath. Exhale to warrior two. Inhale, flip your right front palm. Exhale to reverse warrior. Inhale back to warrior two. Exhale to side angle. Right arm over right thigh. Left arm up and over towards the front of the room if you can. And if that's too deep, you stay up here. Inhale. Exhale back to warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, step up to Tadasana. Inhale. Exhale back to warrior one, right foot back. Reach up. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, flip palm. Exhale, reverse. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, side angle. Inhale. Exhale, rise up to warrior two. Inhale. Exhale back to Tadasana. Inhale. Exhale, step back left foot to warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two, left arm behind. Inhale, flip right front palm. Exhale to reverse warrior. Inhale, exhale back to warrior two. Inhale, exhale to side angle. Spiral the ribs to the ceiling. Inhale, exhale back to warrior two. Inhale, exhale, Tadasana. We're almost done. All right, so the balance challenge that I wanted to share with you. Step your right foot back and only put the ball of your foot on the ground. And this is a crescent lunge and it's very difficult. So for gentle, gentle, if you feel like that's too much, then go ahead and ground down into a warrior one. But if you're ready for the challenge of staying on the ball of the back foot, reach up your arms and hold that. And then exhale your arms straight in front like a chair. And then if you feel like you have anything left, try a gentle twist by taking your left arm down and looking over to the left. And if there's anything left, you keep going with that left arm and take yourself into a twist. And then you step back up to Tadasana. And I'm just doing that for a short little bit. That's a lot. My gentle people want more. And so that means you're ready to move up, right? Deep breath in, reach up. Exhale, hands to the sides for balance. Step back with the left ball of foot so you're in a crescent lunge or a crescent warrior. If that is just not doable, and you can hold on to something too, by the way, but if that just isn't doable, just put the foot back down like in warrior one. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bring your arms straight in front. And stay buoyant. I forgot to say that on the other side. I'm sorry. Stay buoyant, kind of practice. And then slide your right arm just down, just for balance. And then look over to the right a little bit. Smile. And then only if you think, ooh, I could do this, lift up your right arm behind you. And you've got a revolved crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale back up to Tadasana. So proud of you. Good job. Okay, take a deep breath in. We're going to the floor. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. And hold this for a moment. Grab opposite elbows and take a ragdoll swing. And then bring your hands to the ground. Step back to hands and knees. And take yourself into one more child's pose. And just feel your breath. And so keep breathing. When we take yoga and the instructor gives you something that might be hard or out of your element, it doesn't mean you have to do it. Sometimes hearing it, watching it is the best medicine because you see what may come in your future. And I just know that I've been really unbelievably impressed by everyone's ability to keep progressing according to your injuries, of course, and your, to be safe, of course. But I just can't believe the feedback from all of you that you're like, yeah, I can do this. I can do yoga and give me just a little bit more. So you may consider bumping up to the next class since I'm not there to watch you, but ask your fellow yogis, like, do you think I'm ready for the next one? Just plant that seed. Okay, come up from your child's pose. And we'll take Shavasana. So bring yourself over onto your back and lie down on your back and draw your knees right into your chest. And then maybe give yourself a little hip massage by rocking back and forth. And let's take a bridge. So bring your feet close to your rear end, pushing into your heels, lifting your hips up, and bring your heart right up to your chin and your chin to your heart. Squeeze your bottom and then bring that back down. And let's take 2 more rolling bridges. Lift the hips all the way up, and then just gently let your hips come back down. 1 more. Inhale, lift up, and then exhale, come back down. Beautiful. Walk your feet as wide as your mat, and then drop both knees over to the right. Let them go as low as they will go. Look over to your left and maybe extend your left arm out, or maybe it's in a cactus. And if it's available, maybe your right hand is on your belly, solar plexus. It's the Manipura chakra. Fire, power, your source. Maybe that will help lead you into your element. If you're not in your element, trust your gut. Listen. It always knows. Do we always follow it? No. That's okay. We still have time. It's never too late. Inhale, rise up those knees. Take them all the way over. Center your head and your arms, and then allow the knees to gently fold over to the left, and then look right. Maybe left hand on the belly, right arm all the way extended out, or in a cactus, or wherever you darn well please. And notice the stretch. Let yourself be heavy into the ground, into the surface. Take a deep breath. And then bring those knees back up into the center, and let's draw the knees into the chest one more time. And then take your Shavasana, whatever it is, or a final stretch. You might take a happy baby, or maybe some splits in the air. Maybe you like to take a plow. Maybe you want to reach your arms all the way up over your head and point your toes and stretch the entire body. And then release. Whatever feels good in your heart, in your body. Find your Shavasana. For some of us, that might be bent knees with the knees together. Whatever feels good in your body today. And hopefully your eyes are closed and you're fully relaxed. You're allowing yourself to be just guided by your breath, and you're focused on your breath. You're softening between your eyebrows. Soften your lips, your teeth, part them slightly, your jaw. Soften your throat. Soften your fingers, toes. Let's take about 3 additional breaths here in Shavasana. And wiggle your fingers and toes. Draw your knees into your chest. And take yourself over to one side into that fetal position, using your bottom arm as your pillow. Beautiful posture where signifying the beginning of the rest of your day after your yoga practice. The beginning of your day to start thinking, am I in my element? What do I need to do to be in my element? Bring yourself up. Some deep inquiry there. Big questions for ourselves. Always easier to ask a question than to answer it, huh? But hey, let's do it. With what time we have left on this precious earth, this precious life, holding dear ones close, those who've gone before, like my son, like my mom. Closing down your eyes, thinking about those who've gone before you, those who are still with us, and how do we want to be in our element? Could we serve ourselves and them better if we're in our element? I think so. And it could be just one little shift. It could be just getting up 5 minutes earlier to practice 5 minutes of yoga, or to breathe, or to go for a walk, or to call that friend that you've needed to call, or to write that letter you've been meaning to write. Take a deep breath in and out. Flutter those eyes open. Thank you so much for practicing today. I know we did a little different practice today, starting small and then ramping up. And I hope that landed in your body and your mind and your soul. And I hope you go and do your best to be in your element today. Thank you.